So I said I was going to do a vlog today. And I meant it. As I pull my shorts down. Sorry about that. I thought this vlog was going to be on the results of the cup race and the truck race. But apparently not. It's been snowed out again. So I want to talk about a few things about Forza Motorsport 7 and the state of the game after the Forza RC. While, yes, they put on a great show at the Forza RC, the officiating was not a joke this year. Unlike last year, especially at Yaz. Yeah. For those of you who watch, you know what I'm talking about. The egregious corner cutting by Harmonic and others at Yaz that never got penalized. But that's not what I'm here to discuss. While the Forza RC did manage to gain some good publicity about the game, that was really only for the people who cared. The land that they were on, you could see in the replays, cars are going. And I'm just like, come on. Really? Yeah, they had John Heindahl there. They had my buddy Ben there. And they had a meeting with Turn 10 execs there. To which Ben brought up some of the points that I'm going to talk about. Probably not all the points that I'm going to talk about. But one point I know he brought up are too many SUVs in the duplicate cars. Why cars have to be duplicated? Why can they not just be manufacturer colors on the car? The NASCAR cars, for example. You know, they said they had 700 cars at launch. No, they didn't. They don't even have 700 different cars in the game right now, as it stands. They only have about 650 to 675 different cars in the game. There's only about 500 of them that you can actually purchase. In my opinion, a car list in a game, if they say 700 cars, that should mean 700 cars you should be able to purchase right off the bat. Go out, earn credits in the game, purchase it via in-game credits. You can't do that in Forza Horizon 7. They've locked cars behind a career mode that you have to complete the first stage of, and then let's take the Ford GT, the number 66 Ford GTLM car, or the one that races in WEC. You have to do 82 laps at a minimum at Sebring. That's too long. And the fact that you have to rent the car, you can't tune the car, you can't tune it to be better in turn 17, because every time you hit those bumps in turn 17, it goes, it wants to spin out. Even with traction control and stability control and friction assist, on which friction assist is the dumbest assist that they have ever implemented. It's like the caution clock in the truck series. That's how stupid it is. That assist right there has only encouraged rammers and egregious corner cutters who go, oh, I could cut through the grass with friction assist. Hey, oh, it's raining. I'm just going to turn off friction assist and be better than everybody else who doesn't want to use it, who knows that it's a stupid assist. But I'm going to turn it on anyway and then ram people off the racetrack. It's stupid. It should never have been put in the game. I have had to ban it. I've had to ban it from series that I host. And Tora has had to ban it because it helps people out too much during the rain. Rain, still not the way it should be. Dynamic weather, they need it bad. They need it like Project Cars dynamic weather. I mean, come on. Let us set it to random. Let it rain at night, please. But going back to the car list, there are only And now, after all the DLC, there's less than 700 different cars in the game. That's including the Horizon Edition cars. And if you take out the Horizon Edition cars, you have almost 600 different cars in the game. Well, what if you take out the different year models of some cars? You have less than 600. Take out all the other V8 supercars aside from one of each of the 2017 models and the 2015 Mercedes, because Mercedes didn't run in 2017. Take out the older Peugeot LMP1 car. Take out the older Aston Martin. Take out the older Corvette. Take out the older BMW Z4s. Leave only the M6 in there. You have less than 600, maybe even less than 500 different cars. The old cars, the older cars, like the GT1, and they've grouped all the GT cars together. GT1, GT2, GTLM, GTE, GTD, GT3, GT4. They've grouped it all together into, and GT Touring, they've grouped it all together into Forza GT. Not all those cars race against each other. McLaren does not race against Corvette normally. They race against the Callaway Corvette, which I wouldn't be too fussed if they put the Callaway Corvette in there and put it under Callaway but not Chevrolet, and put like the new 2018 model in there and made it a different spec. But they haven't. The Formula E cars, there's like 6 different, and I actually have Forza Motorsport up. I could tell you how many different models of the 2017 cars there are, and the 2015 cars. So let's scroll all the way over here. Formula E. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 different 2017 model cars, all the same body style. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 2015 cars. We don't need the 2015 cars anymore. They're outdated. They're useless. Take the 2015 model cars out there. That's 5 less cars. So let's say, okay, they had 700 cars, including duplicates in the game. There's 695. Take out 3 of the 2017 cars. Well, there's 8 cars gone. That's 692 cars. They didn't have 700 different cars in the game. To me, having duplicate cars in a game because they are different liveries and not putting the different liveries in manufacturer colors, that's a cheap way of saying, oh, we have 700 cars in the game. No, you don't. You don't have 700 cars. Because if we were able to put 700 people on a racetrack, there'd be people in the same car. There would be. Majority of them would be different liveried cars. Same thing with the NASCAR cars. There's 3 of each car of the same number, the 22, the 24, and the 18 of Chevrolet, Ford, and Toyota. Ford, Chevrolet, and Toyota. Going in the order that I listed the numbers. You only need 1. You only need 1. And put the other liveries as the manufacturer color. It's that simple. And then go to people like Janetta and say, hey, we've actually figured out a way to get your car into the 700 cars that we have. We're not doing duplicate cars. We've heard you want your car in our game. We would like to scan your GT3, your GT4, and your Janetta Junior. And Janetta would say, oh, yes, here, scan these 3 cars. Here are the 3 cars you're... And here's even our road-going Janetta. Since you've taken out duplicate cars and you have about, I don't know, 75 slots maybe to do more, take out all the crap SUVs in the game. That's going to put more, as I've said this to so many people, motorsport means motorsport, not SUVs, not off-road. Sure, off-road is motorsport. But if you're going to do off-road, give us the off-road tracks, the dirt tracks, make your dirt and grass physics better. Instead of the fact, oh, it's like grass that just drags you to the outside wall. If you're going to put stadium super trucks in the game, give us jumps. Let us jump the cars. Give us better jumping physics. Let us control the landing. a little bit, not a lot, not like GTA does. You can do a backflip, you can do a front flip, you can do barrel rolls in GTA. You can do flips and twists at the same. You can do a backflip and a barrel roll at the same time. If you're really good, don't let us do that. I'm not saying let us do that, although that would be fun. But if you want to do that, go race on GTA, please. Give us the ability to control the landing a little bit, like whether it's braking a little bit right before, we hit the jump or something else. Don't put duplicate cars in the game. There's too many off-road trucks. If we go to the beginning, and we scroll through this. Okay, Illumicraft. No one runs the Illumicraft car in professional league racing. There's one car you can take out. Okay? The Aerial Nomad, take it out. That's 2. The Aerial Atom can stay. Maybe. I don't really see people use that. So the Nomad and the Illumicraft, take it out. Bye. They are gone. Alright? Audi has an SUV. Where is this SUV? Oh, take out the 2012 Audi number 1 Team Yost car. That's an old car. Does not need to be in the game. You have the 2014 model. In fact, you only need the 2018 model. Or the 2017 model in the game. Because iRacing has the 2017 model. You have the 2017 model Porsche. Why do we not have the 2017 model Audi? There's 4 cars you can take out. The Audi SUV, the old Audi P1 car, even the 2011 well, maybe not the 2011 P1 car. That one's actually kind of unique, Leave that one in there for posterity's sake. It's old enough. Yeah, the 2009 Audi Q7 V12 TDI. Okay, as a course car, you might be able to, for people who have enough people who they don't trust to race, but they trust them to be course cars. Sure, maybe, but for racing purposes, no, you don't see it. Take out Bentley's Bentayga, or however the heck it's pronounced. BMW SUVs, take them out. The XMs, the X6M, the X6, the X5M. Take out all those crappy cars. Take out the 2009 number 92 Ray Hall Letterman Racing Lanigan GT2. Or put it in a separate category. Not Forza GT. Do Forza GT1, Forza GT2, Forza GT3. Hello, Forza GT4. The Bowler, the 2012 Bowler XRSS, the Nemesis. Take it out. No one uses it. I mean, the Cadillac Escalade, take it out. No one uses it. The one Porsche SUV that you can leave in there is the one that you've made a safety car, because that one can actually be used as a medical car. That's fine. As long as that one's fine, but don't put lights on all the SUVs and say, "Oh, you said as long as it's a safety car, it's fine." No, it's not what I'm saying. The Porsche SUV is used as if it's used as a safety car, give us a safety car lights. The new Mercedes, please give us safety car lights on the new Mercedes, please, for the love of God, and the Corvette C7R. The Chevrolet Indy car, you have the number 4 and the number 2. You only need the number 2. Take out the number 4. It's a duplicate car. The 3 NASCAR cars, take out those 2. Let's see, what else? What else is there? Take out 2 of the Chevrolet Orica FLM09s. The prototype, the PC cars, take 2 of them out. You only need 1. Take out the 2 ugliest ones. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. The 2018 Durango SRT did not need to be added to the game. Did not. That should have been in that should be in Horizon 4. I expect it to be in Horizon 4. You can off-road in Horizon 4. There's 2 Vipers, the 2014 and the older one. Turn 10, really? Stop with the duplicate cars. Here's a list of cars people want. And give us more race cars, actual race cars that race today. The Brazilian stock cars. Give us those. Please give us those. The DTM cars. Go to DTM and be like, look, we want your cars in there. Also, speaking of cars that should not belong in the GT division, okay, the Nissan Super GT 500 car, that car is actually as fast as LMP2 cars on a daily basis. Maybe not as fast, but it's getting up there close. It's faster than GT cars, than your GT3 and your GTLM cars. Make it as such. Give it that speed. Don't make people have to build it up to that speed, because that's just not right. It doesn't do it. It's not a GT car. Okay, yeah, its class might say GT 500, but that's just to differentiate the classes in Super GT. Hello? Give us the other two Super GT cars, the Lexus and the Acura Super GT cars, and put the Nissan in with it and buff them. Buff them to where they run as fast as they're supposed to. Give us, and if your first expansion is an IMSA update, Lexus GT3, Acura GT3, okay, are you listening? The Ferrari 488, GTLM, and GT3. As long as they're two separate classes, it's fine. Or you can just do one class, you know? Doesn't matter. A Porsche 911 Cup car, a proper Carrera Cup car. The current Mercedes GT3 car, the current Audi GT3 car, not the old crap like we have. The Nissan GTR GT3, whether last year's or this year's, revamped one. I'd like to have the new Bentley GT3. All the DPIs, the Mazda, the Acura, the Nissan, the Cadillac, DPIs. All of them. All of them. And the Gibsons. And all the global LMP2 cars. But make it one car, not multiple ones of them. Okay? And give us the new BMW M8. You can leave the M6 in there because the M6 is a different car. See what I'm getting at? It's a different car. But that's only part of the problem. Physics are another thing. Mid-engine cars should be firmly planted on the road. They should not be understeery or oversteery, which for NASCAR fans, they should not be tight, they should not be loose. Mid-engine cars suck on this game. Rear-engine cars suck on this game. Rear-engine cars should be tight, meaning because there's not enough weight over the front end should push a little bit. Meaning it should not turn as good. Front-engine cars should be loose going into the corner because there's less weight over the rear. So I say mid-engine cars should be firmly planted on the ground because the weight distribution is even, not sliding everywhere into the corner. I can't drive mid-engine cars unless the kitchen sink is thrown at the setup and it's tuned out. And I hate tuning that out. Gearing is another thing. The Porsche LMP1 cars are so much better with 3 gears than 7. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. I've seen people take 6-gear cars, tune them for 4 gears, when they come 6-gear standard and say, oh, I only do that. Oh, I do that because it's actually better. It's actually faster with 4 gears. That's stupid. You should punish people. The game should punish people for using less gears than what comes with the car. Fuel mileage on the LMP1 cars. Let me quickly bring something up here on my computer. Okay. I've been working we're trying to work on the balance of performance for the LMP1 cars for Tora's 24 Hours of Le Mans. And what I have found is very, very, very disturbing. And it's in regards of fuel mileage. I'm going to tell you right now, the Porsche sucks on fuel. It really does. So we're testing 3 cars. The 2014 Audi R18, the 2017 Porsche 919, and the 2011 Peugeot 908. Where we have rolling starts, the all-wheel drive capabilities of the Audi and the Porsche are negligible, except when coming out of the corners. The 2014 Audi R18 has a PI of R997. Cannot go any higher. If it does, it goes in the S class. 998 is the top of R. I believe I said S class. I meant X class. Its fuel mileage is 8 laps, which is about right for an actual Le Mans run. That's realistic. Usually see him run about 8 to 10 laps at Le Mans. Probably, I think. Well, no. That might be half. That might be half. I'm not sure. To me, that seems realistic. Okay? With the homologation restrictor and max tires, it ran a 3:35.147. The 2011 Peugeot 908 has a PI of 998. It has 16 laps of gas on board. It's twice as much as the Audi. It ran a 3:33.015 with homologation restrictor and max tires. The homologation restrictor actually puts the engine's power relatively close to everything. However, the Peugeot reached a top speed of 213 miles per hour on the Mulsanne Straight in between the two chicanes. Before the first chicane, and reached a top speed of 216 before the second. The Audi only managed 203. The Porsche only managed 203 to 205. So the Audi and Porsche are right there. The Porsche, with only the homologation restrictor, I took off max tires, because max tires, it ran a 333 something something. Okay? It adds all the grip. The Audi doesn't. The Porsche, with a PI of 989, ran a 334.842, and has only 5.85 laps of fuel on board. I ran out of gas coming out of the Porsche curves. I was able to make it back to pit road. So you can run 6 laps in the car, but you're out of gas after 6. You're not going to make 7. So if you run out of gas on the last lap, you better hope you have you better hope you have a good enough lead on the car behind you to be able to cross the line and finish where you are. Or else, you're not. Why are cars that run in the same category so vastly different? Look at the GT cars. The Forza GT cars that are running in Toro ASCC right now, that have run the Toro 24 Hours of Daytona and the Toro 12 Hours of Sebring, and are going to be running the Toro 24 Hours of Le Mans, as well as Toro's British GT Esports Championship. There are handicaps, there are power handicaps, grip handicaps that have to be put on some cars. It's ridiculous. Because, we now have this new thing, Turn 10 said, about homologation classes. We've grouped all the cars into a homologation class. Here's the PI it can go to. We've balanced the cars. No, you have not balanced the cars. The cars are so grossly unbalanced, it is unbelievable. It is unreal how badly unbalanced the cars are. I don't understand. Other issues with the game, as I said, physics. You got, in regards to physics, you have the curbs. The curbs are like basketballs. You cannot ride them. You cannot attack them. I've spun out at Silverstone. I've spun out at Coda. All because the curbs, I will touch a certain part of the curb and it will loop my car around like an F1 car touching grass. It's ridiculous. Stupid. Should never happen. People like to attack curbs, turn 10. Let us attack curbs. You're not letting us do that. The homologation classes restrict everything. It's really hard to get into a PI. And I know turn 10's working on it. They're introducing the PI system back, but give us PIs for rivals, not the homologation classes. Speaking of rivals and the bounty hunter challenges, I like the idea of the bounty hunter challenges, okay? Don't get me wrong, I like the idea. But let us tune the cars, okay? Or pick better cars that naturally handle. The one against Alan Hartman sucked trying to get the lap time at Le Mans because the car would pop a wheelie when you did not want it to. If you tried to make it pop a wheelie, it wouldn't do it. But if you didn't want it to, going through the kink down the Mulsanne straight, about to come to braking at Mulsanne, it would, after the second chicane, it would pop a wheelie. And it would just go, it would lift the front end up. It's ridiculous. Locked cars is another thing. That's why I said it only had probably about 500, 550 cars purchasable right off the bat. There was about 150 locked behind the lock wall. Like, come on, turn 10. And race cars. They even snuck around, after the first DLC, they snuck the number 91 Porsche 911 RSR GTE car into the game and locked it. Locked it. Didn't even let us purchase it. And then they said, oh, we're going to do a bounty hunter challenge for it. With it is the participation award. Please. It's just wrong to lock race cars. It's a motorsport game. You should have more motorsport-oriented cars. Muscle cars are fine. Muscle cars are perfectly fine. I will give certain classes of cars passes. Muscle cars, hot hatches. They are fine. A lot of the cars in the game, and I could probably make a list of the cars in the game that need to be gone. And I probably will, and I'll probably edit the description of this video. So check the description of this video for a car list that does not include the duplicate cars and does not include cars that need to be in the game. And I'll tell you exactly how many cars that are useful and usable in this game that Forza Motorsport has. It's not 700. It's not 700 plus. And then I'll give you a car list of what they had in at launch in vanilla that were purchasable. Not including the Fast and the Furious DLC, not including the Hoonigan DLC, which were day one. Not including those. Nope, not including them. Because why should I? Why should I include cars that were not vanilla in the game? You don't even have 700 different cars in your game now. There's a lot of other issues. The paint booth, there's so many paint booth glitches. On the Corvette C7R, you can't even paint the area where Corvette Jake sits. On some of the V8 supercars, you can't even paint the window banners. Same thing with some of the NASCAR cars. Same thing with some of the GT cars that have a window banner. You can't even paint them. Why give us cars that the front of the Holden V8 supercars, you can't even paint them? Look, I've got a V8 supercar up right now. See that? See that? You can't even paint the front of that bumper. It stays black. You can paint the light covers. That's the 2017 model. Oh, guess what? You can't even paint the window banner. Can't even do that. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. The wing, actually, let me go into the paint booth and let me show you what I'm talking about. And I'll show it to you in greater detail. So give me just 1 second here. I'm going into apply decals. Okay. You see how on the wing, that URL, that Twitter handle is there on the bottom of the wing? On the struts? That shouldn't be there like that. That should not be showing. That should be the color that the wing was painted, which was supposed to be brown. I had to paint it white just to make it look better. Okay. See the back windshield? There's a window banner there that's normally paintable. Yeah, you can't paint that. There, you can probably see both of them in this shot. Nope. There's the rear one. Right there. There's the front one. Right there. Actually, here's an even better shot. This is the window banner I've had to put on there. This is the actual window banner that should be paintable. Right here below the Valvoline banner, this right here is the actual window banner. You know there's usually a number right here on the windshield. You know there's usually numbers right here on the side. These windows need to be paintable. This one, just a little bit right here and a little bit right there. See this back window banner? I'd love to put that 32 right there, this down here, and this 32 right here. Give me more room on the roof of the car. Nope, can't even do that. Can't even get that right. This right here, all this right here is normally paintable. Well, how do I know this? How do I know that this is normally paintable? Well, I'll show you. I'll show you, good subscriber. This aggravates me. This really does. This really aggravates me. So let's go to car select, okay? And I apologize for it kind of being reversed or inverted or whatnot. And, oh, wait, yep, see, right there, that window banner's painted. Painted. This one's back window banner's not painted. Oops, wrong one. No. This is Van Gisbergen's 2015 car. Oh, look. That's painted. That's painted in real life. That's painted in real life. So, I've got a bunch of credits. Let's go buy a car. And this is another thing that gets me, is how on certain cars you can paint certain features and on other cars you can't. So let's go buy a car, huh? Shall we? Yeah, Holden. And let's buy the 2016 Holden. And, oh, well, would you look at that? Someone's able to paint the window banner. Still can't paint that. Oh, see that? Someone's able to paint the window banner. Window banner's painted. Window banner's painted. Let's pick a good one here. There we go. Let's choose that design. I like that design. I think that's a pretty good design. That's a replica design. You know, it would be a lot better if... Oh, look, the back window banner's paintable on this one too. Well, what do you know? Still can't paint the front. Still can't paint the front of the bumper. But you know, that's not the only car that has that problem. The Nissan V8 supercar has that same problem. On the 78, the window banners are paintable. They're not on the 23. The Ford's window banners are paintable on the 2017 model. I don't know about the other ones. I haven't painted the other ones. But yeah, you see this? This should be paintable right here. It's not. Window banners paintable. Not on the 2017 model, which is what I'm using for my leagues. Leagues. Oh, look at that. The back window banner's painted. Huh, what do you know? It really aggravates me. Stupid oversight stuff like this is in the game. The Porsche 911 RSR, the new mid-engine Porsche, yeah, it's not easy to paint. It's very hard to paint. Things in the paint booth have so many paint booth glitches. It's ridiculous. Whoever designed the paint room needs to be taken into a dark room and beaten. It's ridiculous. And it's sad how many glitches are in this game. People disappearing after pit stops on 4-stock tuning and upgrades, which is another thing. Turn 10, please separate 4-stock tuning and 4-stock upgrades. Please, for the love of God. That needs to be separated. It needs to be separated as soon as possible. Because if it's not, you're going to lose a lot of people to project cars, where you can force off certain bits of tuning. These things need to be fixed, and they need to be fixed pretty darn soon. Because if they're not, if you have not taken to heart what my buddy Ben and the other people at the Forza RC told you is wrong with the game that needs fixing, your game is going to die. It's not going to go out in a blaze of glory. It's going to go out with a bang and a whimper. Or not, actually not with a bang. It's not going to go out with a bang. It's not going to go out in a blaze of glory. It's just going to go out with a whimper. With a pew and a whimper. That's all that's going to happen. Is there room for the game to improve? Absolutely, there's a lot of room for the game to improve. Can the game improve? Yes, but only if Turn 10 lets it improve. And improves it. And they take the initiative and listen to the sim racing community. They want to advertise their game as a sim. It's not a sim. It's a simcade. What's a simcade? It's an arcade game that thinks it's a simulator. Forza is not a simulator. Project Cars is a simulator. iRacing is a simulator. Stop trying to compete with simulators with an arcade-style game. As I said, there's a lot of room for improvement with this game. That can be improved and needs to be improved before anything else is added to the game. Longer replays, more replay saves. And for the love of God, let replays last 5 hours. I know people normally don't do 5-hour replays. Let it last 5 hours, please. Because for adjudications or stewards' inquiries or penalties that need to be assessed during races, Torah ASCC ran a race today. Someone can't even, because where someone rage quits, the replay doesn't show them. Doesn't show them the entire race. So they couldn't submit one SI. In Forza Motorsport 4, I remember when someone rage quit or dropped out, it stopped showing them at the point they dropped out onward, not from the beginning of the replay. And where the replay lasted 25 minutes, there was another SI past 30 that he couldn't submit because he couldn't record it, because he wasn't streaming it. Because for some reason, I don't know what it is. Things need to be improved with the game, and they need to be improved soon. And hopefully the meeting with Turn 10 execs has done that. has got them to realize, oh crap, our game is bad. We need to fix it because we don't want our game to die. Because if they don't fix it and they look at the community and say, you all are stupid, the game is fine, I guarantee you, Tora, Delta, Delta Online, ORL, V8X, they'll all leave. I'll leave. I'll go run something else on Project Cars aside from V8 Supercars. I'll probably run GT3, GT4 multiclass. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the near future. We'll see when their first expansion comes out, probably this spring, which is my guess. I have no idea when it's going to come out. I have no idea what it is. I can only assume. I can only guess. My guess would be an IMSA expansion. The fact that they've added 2 current IMSA cars. Well, one's a semi-current, because one's only used in GT3 now. But the M6 and the mid-engine Porsche, that they've done that, suggests to me that it's going to be an IMSA expansion, because they've got NASCAR in the game. And actually, the NASCAR game, that's a vlog for another day, because I'm running out of battery life. So I'm going to end this one here. Tell me what you think in the comments about Forza Motorsport 7. Do you think it died when it came out because it didn't have all this stuff to begin with? That they took features out of 6? That they took features from 6 and didn't even put them in 7? Oh, another thing, gifting needs to come back. For those of you who whined and complained to Turn 10 during the Forza Motorsport 4 days, my stuff constantly gets stolen, it gets put on the storefront without my permission. Don't gift your crap. Simple. Easy. You don't want it stolen, don't gift it. There you go. Gifting needs to come back for the people who are in Tora, Delta Online, ORL, V8X, the WRL, other series that need gifting, so that way we can go, oh, okay, here is the vinyl groups that you will need. Here's the number box. Here's you a gifted number box. It's unlocked. You can now even share your, oh, you're painting your entire team's car? All right, here's you a gifted number box so you can share the livery, or you can gift the livery to them. It would make it so much more simple. Or I paint cars for a guy on my team, and it's really hard because I usually paint the base of the car, and he puts the other decals on there that are required, and he can never line them up. It would be easier if I could gift him the full paint scheme. If he could gift me the logos he wants on the car, I can go, all right, here. All right, boom. There we go. Here's your car. That way we can go, oh, sweet. Well, can you change this on it? I'm not really good at it. Ah, sure, yeah. Go ahead, delete that one. And I change it, and boom, here you go. Ah, perfect. So yeah, that's another thing. But anyway, I'm going to end it there, because if I don't, I'm going to continue going on and rambling on. Thank you all for watching. I'm OneCharger Prime. The next vlog, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Something might happen. I might talk tomorrow on my way back from work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Thank y'all for watching. I'm OneCharger Prime. I almost stumbled over my GT there. Good night. I swear I can English sentences, sentence structure, and everything. Stay tuned for 4 episodes of Minecraft Mondays tomorrow. I just remembered, so I'm getting ready to go pre-upload those right now to be released at noon, 12:30, 1, and 1:30 tomorrow. Because I forgot to upload Minecraft Mondays episode 7 and 8 last Monday. So yeah, because I'm an idiot, I forgot. A lot of stuff's been going on with the new job, and I'm absolutely enjoying it. And trying to get my feet back underneath me, guys, so bear with me. You might miss a couple days. If I do that again, you'll just know you'll get 4 episodes on the next Monday. Thank y'all for watching. I'm OneCharger Prime. This has been Vlog episode number 5, and I'm out.